This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is made possible by Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected since 1934. The Shelton Highclimbers Football Booster Club, benefiting players in the Shelton High School football program by raising funds, organizing volunteers, and building community support. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate in Shelton. When it comes to real estate, there's no substitute for local knowledge. The Shelton Family YMCA. Here for good, here for Highclimbers. And Mason Health. United community, empowered people, exceptional health. Good afternoon and welcome to Jack Stark Field at Highclimbers Stadium on the campus of Shelton High School in Shelton, Washington for the first football game on Mason Web TV powered by HCC since November 2019. A lot has happened since then. A new football coach, a new field, a move to a different classification and league, completely different schedule, and of course, COVID-19. However, we are excited to foster in a new era of Shelton Highclimber football. Today, the Climbers opened the season hosting the Bainbridge Spartans. Last year, Shelton was 1-9, while Bainbridge went 4-4. The Highclimbers last played at Stadium on November 7th, 2019, and lost to the Tigers 38-7. The Spartans were last on the field November 2nd, 2019, in a 28-7 loss to Rainier Beach. My name is Diedrich Allen. Jerry Apple and Eric Raywald will be joining me for today's broadcast. Coming up, we'll talk with Shelton's new coach, Mark Smith. It's the return of high school football, the Bainbridge Spartans, at the Shelton Highclimbers next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events, connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources, and connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Welcome back to Jack Stark Field at Highclimbers Stadium. It is now time to talk with a coach. Last Thursday, I spoke with Shelton's new football coach, Mark Smith.
Finally, we're going to get to start the Mark Smith era of Highclimber football. Is that right?
Yes, that was great news today. You know, when I had my email up, I was about ready. I had my message already typed to the players and their families and the coaches, and all I was doing was waiting to hit send. And as soon as he said 7 out of 8 regions are opening up, I said, boy, I sure hope it's not the Northwest region that we're in. And it wasn't, and I hit that send button, and, you know, it kind of felt like Christmas morning, right, when you're a kid and you're so excited, you know. It's hard to keep these kids keep going, right, and keep having setback after setback after setback. But these kids have been awesome through the whole entire process, and the coaches have been great. So we feel like we're excited and we're ready to get this done. Now you just add another little bit of adversity on there with some snow, right? So, you know, practice canceled today, practice canceled tomorrow. So we're gonna have to rely on all the work that we put in, and hopefully we get a day or two before Tuesday to get back in there and finish up some final touches for the game.
So when you took this job, it's been about a year now. You had no idea what you were getting into with this year. Is that right?
Zero. That's correct. When I accepted this job, the coronavirus schools hadn't shut down. We were in full-fledged school in Arizona in person. When I came up here, everybody was in person. When I interviewed for the job, and no idea that wasn't going to be able to meet the parents. Still haven't met all the parents. You know, I did a Zoom meeting for a parent meeting the other day. You know, hadn't met the kids hardly. You know, I got one day in the school when I was up here after I got announced as the head football coach and on iFiber, and you know, it just kind of, there was no playbook. once I got hired. School was canceled, kids were out of school, couldn't do this, couldn't do that, and I had to adjust here and adjust there. And I think I've done about 20 calendars since I've been the head football coach, and none of them, it seems like it changes daily.
So let's forget about all that stuff. You are prepared for the season starting on Tuesday.
Yes, we are. We are prepared. We had to move our weight room outside, when we couldn't lift indoors because you couldn't have people indoors, lifting weights. We moved our weight room outside behind Highclimbers Stadium and undercover, and we lifted out there, and we've been training and running bleachers and getting our kids in the right shape to play football. Now, obviously, that doesn't get you in quite football shape. You have to actually practice. But we have done enough up until this point to comfortably and feel good enough about where we're at to go play a football game. Yes, sir. So
what can fans expect out of your Highclimber team?
Well, the two greatest compliments you can ever get as a coach, in my opinion, is, boy, your kids play hard, and man, are they physical. And that's the style that we want to bring. We want to bring a hard-nosed, mentally tough football team that's physical. We have a motto. Our motto is grind the axe. And, the axe part of it has an acronym for us. The A stands for attitude. We want to play with great attitude and the right football attitude. We want to have fun and fly around the football field and let our actions speak for ourselves, and let that show. And then the X stands for execution. And we want to see it. Hopefully, we can produce a program out there that people can see us actually executing what we're asking our kids to do, and that's our job as coaches. And then we want to see the E stands for effort. And, we want to see our kids play with great effort. Between the lines, between the whistles, great effort is taking place. And if we can do those three things, then, we're going to put ourselves to be a chance to be competitive and win football games. And that's, if winning wasn't important, they wouldn't keep score. So, that's kind of where we're at.
You've spent the last how many years in Arizona?
20.
20 years in Arizona. So what do you know about high school football here in Washington?
Not a whole bunch. Not a whole bunch. I don't know very many coaches. The last time I coached in the state of Washington was, I believe, 1993. My first goal place was at Meadowdale High School in 1989. 1990. 1990. I was at Meadowdale High School up in Edmonds. And then I went to Onalaska High School as the head football coach way back when, 92. And then I was at Sammamish High School up in Bellevue in 93, 94. So I guess my last year here was 94. And then I went off to college, coaching college in Minnesota, and I've never been back. So the landscape of high school football in the state of Washington is pretty foreign to me as far as the coaches. I don't know very many coaches. I don't know very many programs, what's going on. I know obviously Eastside Catholic came down and played a team in our league a couple of years ago, Centennial High School down in Arizona, and I got to see them play and was very impressed with them. And obviously Tumwater, I follow them a little bit, because they're in our league. And I watched a lot of film on our opponents that we thought we were going to play in the Evergreen League, Centralia, Chehalis, and Aberdeen, Tumwater, and Black Hills. But once we switch these regions, I have no idea about Bremerton and Bainbridge and Port Angeles. I got a good feeling about North Mason. But
okay. Well, that's down the road when your first opponent is Bainbridge on Tuesday. So you can't really give us a sneak peek on your game plan for Tuesday night.
Well, here's the deal, right? we don't have any film to give to Bainbridge, so they really don't want to give us film because they don't really want last year's film because that's not going to do them much good. So, Coach Rouser at Bainbridge, we just kind of exchanged kind of our base stuff, and so, we know they're going to be in a 4-man front. We know that they're going to be in a military type offense where they're going to run some option style football. We know, so if you watch Air Force or Army or Navy, those schools, kind of how they play football is kind of how Bainbridge plays football. So that's kind of what we know there. Our game plan is, play fast, finish strong. We're going to be an up-tempo, no huddle team. So, the action's going to be nonstop. We don't huddle. We signal everything in as fast as we can from the sidelines. We're going to motion and shifting on a lot of plays. We're going to be diverse in our offensive attack. All this is coach speak. At the end of the day, we want to be physical at the point of attack. We want to get the ball out of our quarterback's hands on time. We want to keep us out of negative yardage situations. Defensively, we're going to get the ball to go east and west. We don't want that thing to run down our throats. We got to get that thing to go east and west, and we got to be able to run it down. We got to be able to tackle well. So that's kind of what we hope to see. Now, I've never coached these guys in a game. All I know is we're going to prepare them to be ready, and I feel like they're going to be ready. I think they're ready to see somebody else besides themselves. So I feel good about that.
Okay, Coach, I don't have any other questions, and I guess we're just going to have to wait and see your style out on the field on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess that'll be exciting for everybody to see. Hopefully we can. Food will taste good on Wednesday, and everybody will have smiles on their faces in Shelton. So.
That's Mark Smith, new coach of the Shelton football team. His Highclimbers kick off the season against Bainbridge next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Let's try that one. Maybe we'll get some audio on, Jerry. Yeah. We are back at Jack Stark Field. Boy, Jerry, it's been over a year since I've had that. Can you hear me okay, Jerry?
I can hear you very well.
I can turn you up. Which one are you on? You're right here. Okay, anyways, it's been over a year since we've had our sports cameras going. I had to dust them off today and run up here, and we had some issues, but we're on. And welcome to the top of the stands. Boy, it's weird. Jerry, it is weird.
It is, Diedrich. And you can hear me pretty good?
Oh, yeah, we got you good.
It's a warm 46 degrees right now, starting game time.
Jack Stark Field, and I mentioned it in my opening, this has been, aside from COVID-19, we have a new field. It's a field turf field, got a new coach, got a new league. Oh, wait, we're not in that league. We're in yet another league because this is basically an expanded Olympic league that we're playing in. And, this has been an odd year. 5 days ago, we didn't even know if we were going to play a game. And
yes.
Here we are. And
thank goodness we got moved into phase 2.
Yeah, everywhere in the state, including that south central area in the eastern Washington, because somebody made a clerical error.
Yes, in Walla Walla.
Walla Walla.
Yep.
Can you just believe that one? Yeah, it's been a very, very strange thing, and I got to get my clock up here. I'm just having some total issues all over the place. You know, see if we can get it. Oh, well, see if that'll work too.
I'd like to introduce our captains.
Oh, sure, go ahead. You do what you need to do, and I'll do what I need to do.
We have 4 captains tonight for Shelton. And number 5, Danny Mendola Lopez is one of the captains. Number 44, Zach Speaks, is another captain. And Kyle McGregor, number 88, is a captain. And rounding out the captains is number 99, Austin Steele. Look like there's a wind factor. What do you think?
Well, there was earlier. Kind of died down as soon as they took the field here. It looks like, well, Bainbridge will be receiving the opening kick of this ball game. Highclimbers are in their red jerseys, black pants. The Spartans, white jerseys. Looks like gold pants, blue helmets.
To start this game for the 2021 football season.
And we've got, you know, we don't really need much more there. Jerry, you know what? You need to turn your little microphone around. We'll work on that when we get a moment.
How's that?
Oh, that's good. We'll work on that.
That's better?
Yeah, that's better. All right. So we got it teed up at the 40. If I can figure out who's who here. Hunter Borgo.
I think I got it.
Yeah, you're good. Hunter Borgo has got it teed up. You know, we only have a partial roster for Bainbridge, so we'll do our best on giving the numbers on that one. Number 2, that's Jack Milkey on the return. He'll take it up near the 35. Make it the 34, 1st and 10 for the Spartans.
Returns it about 10 yards.
Number 44 was in on the tackle, Zach Speaks.
Okay.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Spartans.
So the Bainbridge team will get the first shot at the offense. Looks like they're going to spread things out and go out of a gun. Nope, he's going under center. Excuse me. And it will be Milky under center, I believe. And a handout to the first guy through, and good tackle, grabbing him at the line of scrimmage, or actually right after the handoff. Was it Speaks? No, it was 52. And that was Colby Smith.
For the Spartans.
No gain, or give him a yard there, Jerry.
Okay.
Gain of 1, it'll be 2nd and 9.
What's the number?
Couldn't tell you really. This is man in motion again. Back to pass goes. He'll dump it off, and this one's complete to the near side. Spinning to the 40, 45 and upended, crossing the 40, about the 47. And it's Austin Cook, was that right? I have no idea, Jerry.
Yeah, gain of 11 on, or gain of 12 on the play.
Okay, Gabriel Todd is the QB. Guy way out to the far side is Milky. There's 2 on the near side here. Man in motion. That'll be Milky, and it'll be a handoff up the middle. I didn't see who got that.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Louis Visconti.
Tackled by
okay.
Will Ricker for the Highclimbers.
Will Ricker on the tackle for Shelton.
4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6 to go.
2nd and 6 for the Spartans, right into Highclimbers territory at the, well, I'll call it the 48. Todd will go under center. Man in motion again. That's Milky. Little delay there. He's going to bat the ball down. It's loose and falling on the ball. Are the Highclimbers? Do they get it? See who comes up out of the into that pile. Nope. It looks like.
That was Armando Armstrong getting in the backfield, putting on the pressure, causing the ball.
Loss of 2.
Yeah, Sasha Herman with the recovery there for the Spartans. I think it was Zach Speaks that knocked that ball out. I'm not sure though. And it brings up 3rd and, it looks like 9. Inside handoff, I believe. And Visconti
That's
again on
Milky
the,
for
nope,
the
it's Milky on
Spartans
the
taking
carry,
a
excuse me.
handoff. Tackle by
And a
Armstrong
short
again.
gain.
He's had a couple of good plays there. No gain on the play. It is 4th down for the
And it's
Spartans.
4th for the Spartans. Yeah, the wind is swirling, Jerry. And it looks like it'll be, looks like the Spartans are going to go. Fake toss out. Now it's a throw over the middle, a little too high, incomplete, and intended for number 5. Cal Breen is who I have.
Pass to Breen is incomplete.
And it's incomplete, and that'll go over on downs to Shelton.
It'll be 1st and 10. They'll be inside Spartan territory.
And they'll start at the Spartan 48.
1st and 10.
Now, Coach Smith told me no huddle and up-tempo pace for the Highclimbers. That's different than what we've seen in past years, Jerry.
Yes, it is.
Little direct snap, and getting around the outside is Gavin Gould, and he'll pick up, it looks like 7, depending on the spot at the 41.
Let's see where it is.
Lopez with a little pitch to Gavin Gould.
It's going to take us a while to get used to everything here.
Looks like about a 7-yard gain, where it'll be 2nd and 3 for the Highclimbers.
Going to spot it at the 40-yard line. Call it 2nd down and 3. Again out of the gun, man in motion, that's Lopez. Oh, bobble snap there, and escaping a good move there, and is spinning into the hands of a couple of Spartans is Danny Mendiola Lopez, taking a loss on that play of about 5, maybe 6, depending on the spot back at the 45.
Looks like a loss of 5.
Did lose a few yards. It'll be 3rd
Yeah.
and 6 yards to go.
Everybody's got a little bit of jitters, Jerry.
Well, it was a nice recovery on
Yeah.
the fumble, and he did get a couple yards, still negative.
Handoff this time. It's Gould spinning off of the line of scrimmage, trying to find some daylight. Couldn't get, he might have got a yard 2 maybe, depending on the spot inside the 45, so we'll give him 1, unfortunately.
We'll give him a gain of 1. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's 4th down now, 4th and about 6, depending on how you look at it. And out of the gun goes Mendiola Lopez. On the 4th down, back to pass he goes, serving. He's going to step up, going to tuck it down. He's going to run to the outside. And what do we have? We have a whistle. We have laundry out there. What's going on here? Or do we have a timeout?
Lopez takes that ball and sneaks it at the right
We have
side.
our first,
Flag on the field.
an offsides on Bainbridge.
That's an
Jerry?
offsides call against
Yeah.
the Spartans.
That'll make it a 4th and 1. And our first penalty of the ball game.
Well, replay 4th down. It'll be 4th and 1 for the Highclimbers from the Spartan 39-yard line.
Clock stopped, 8:05 to go here in the first quarter. Changing a substitute or so.
Well, that was a nice break for the Highclimbers.
Yeah, here comes Eric Raywald, making his way up the stands. Long walk for him. Quick handoff. Here's Gould trying to get out around the outside, and we have yet another offsides. Wow.
That's Gavin Gould at the right side for about a 4-yard gain, but there's another.
But they're going to
flag
give
on
him
the
5
field.
on the penalty. Does this mean I got to give
Offside
it
against the Spartans,
Eric?
that'll be a 5-yard penalty and give the Highclimbers a 1st down.
So that's a first down for the Highclimbers.
Off the penalty and put the ball at, where are they going to?
That'll spot the ball at the Spartans
34.
34-yard line.
1st and 10 for Shelton.
So they gain a first down off of 2 consecutive 5-yard penalties. Hi, Eric.
We'll have to take a moment here and get Eric my headset. I don't have it
Sure.
plugged in yet. He'll just have to watch and enjoy.
Okay. Glad you're here.
All right. Still waiting for something to happen here. Oh, inside handoff there as well, and Gould just stretches out for a couple of yards.
That's Gavin Gould up for a couple for the Highclimbers.
That's his third carry, and he's had a total of 10 yards picked up so far.
That was Utter and Herman on the tackle for the Spartans.
The Highclimbers send 2 wide to this to our side. Low snap, handoff to Gould. Gould, nice hole up the middle, dives inside the 20, where he's dropped there, and it looks like possibly, if I get the numbers right,
gain of about 12 on the play.
It looks like Sasha Herman might have got a hand on an ankle to stop that play from anything more. So it's 1st and 10 for Shelton on the Spartan 18. There's Lopez on an option, pitching it to Gould on the outside. He'll sneak outside the sidelines there, inside the 15.
Lopez makes a little pitch to that right side to Gould.
They'll put it at 14, maybe the 13? 13. It's a 13-yard line.
2nd and 4.
Gain of 6 on the play.
Getting out of the gun. Oh, got a penalty on the Highclimbers here. Somebody a little too anxious to get involved in the play. So we assess this penalty. We have the Shelton Highclimbers Football Booster Club. Happy to help us bring you these broadcasts. They meet on the third Thursday of every month, currently over Zoom. Their primary source of funds is through their banner program. For more information, check out SheltonHighclimbersFootball.com. And I'm sorry, we got Miguel Lopez taking a loss there back at the 20. I'm sorry, who's who here?
Loss of about 1 on the play.
That brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd and long, and they're going to put it back at the 20. I'm going to have to get some, yeah, that'll work. That's a little better picture, isn't it, folks? Out of the gun again.
Oh.
And another false start?
Yep.
Yeah, another false start.
So both teams have 2 penalties for 10 yards apiece.
That'll move the ball back 5. That'll bring it 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Run 3rd down. And 14. Back to pass. Going to dump it off to the far sideline to Gould, trying to break a tackle there at the 20. Can't quite get to the 20. Mark him out of bounds at the 22.
Lopez pass to Gavin Gould there on the right side.
Brings to 4th and short.
Gets a little bit back.
Gain of about 3 on the play.
I'm sorry, it's not 4th, just 4th and long, excuse me. I'm looking at that marker, and that's the beginning of the chains. Approaching 6 minutes to go, 1st quarter. Are we going to try a field goal here?
Yes.
Wow. That's a...
and he's made it from here
38-yard field goal attempt, 39. Spots down. Kick is on its way. Oh, just short, I think. Yeah, it just came up a little short.
It was right on.
Yeah.
38-yard attempt by Borgo was just short. So the
Borgo tries to get the Highclimbers on the board, comes up just a bit short, and over on downs it goes back to the Spartans. We'll try to figure all this stuff out.
Sure.
Check that. They'll take over on the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 for Spartans on their own 20. I think I know why this didn't work for you earlier, Jerry.
Well, Gould has had a nice game so far. He's had 5 carries for 28 yards.
And we just got something. I got to change my... All right, we got him. I got to get my camera going.
Here's that. Let's go behind.
All right, low snap, and its ball is loose, and Zach Speak says the Highclimbers have it. Spartans say otherwise. Are you with us there, Eric? Maybe, maybe not. Lots of 4 on the play.
Second down and 14 yards to go.
That's the second fumble for Bainbridge. They've recovered both.
It's out of the gun. Throw over the middle to Milky. Catches it on the run. Moves across the 30 to the 33. A nice little catch and run there. Right on target. Didn't see who got the tackle for the Highclimbers.
That's Milky that got the pass there completed for a pretty good gain.
Where was the ball on that?
20.
Younger
Okay.
Wood Ricker on the tackle. It's first
So,
and 10 for the Spartans.
12-yard pass reception.
Mac pass is going to go the opposite side. I don't know. Did he catch that or did it skip into him?
It looked like he caught it.
Okay, he slid. He slipped down, but I guess it was right on target, so that works.
Another first down for the Spartans.
That's the third first down for Bainbridge. Shelton has 2 first downs.
Puts the ball up at the 45, just shy of the 45. Back to pass it goes. He throws over to the near side. On target and right there to grab a hold of him. Let's see, was that?
That was Austin Copeland making that catch.
Younger with the tackle.
On the tackle, Trayton Younger, but there's a flag on the play.
Oh, we did have, I don't even, the new field. Oh, an illegal shift is the call here.
Yeah.
That's an illegal shift against the offense.
Eric, is your microphone working?
That'll push the ball back 5 yards.
Actually, it is not. Oh no. Let's see. You can hear us though? Okay. Sorry, I got to work on that too.
First down and 15 yards, Spartans from their
So
own
that penalty will
40-yard
back
line.
him up to the 40. I'm gonna have to find a.
That was a
tool.
big penalty, negating a nice catch.
High snap there, ball's loose, and falling on it, saving the ball is Gabriel Todd. That's a huge loss. They'll put it back at the 25.
15-yard loss.
Todd covers that ball up.
That's the third fumble
22-yard
for
loss.
Bainbridge. They have recovered all 3. That was a big one, though. I don't know if you want to do the math, how many yards they got to go, but
A little handoff there. There's a 15-yard loss there, Jerry.
yeah, so
And
Looked like Roy Perez there on the tackle for the Highclimbers. Ball carrier, P.J. Miller for the
okay, so
Spartans. Short gain
27 on the
about,
carry there.
340 yards. That'll bring up third down.
It's a third and a ton there at the 27 probably.
yeah, it was a gain of 2 on the play.
So Todd will go under center this time. Milky in motion will get the pitch. And he's going to throw it. Throw it deep. And overthrew his intended target. And almost Donovan Woodricker almost had a pick there. Coming back the other way. But off his hands, incomplete.
That pass by Mikely to,
Fourth down and 30 yards to go.
That brings up fourth down.
So we're going to figure out why I can't hear Eric. Like I said, we're dusting off equipment and all kinds of things. Is there a penalty on that? There's a ball on the field. What's going on here? Looks like they're going to punt.
Well, definitely the Bearcats are going to be throwing a lot tonight.
Spartans,
They've
Jerry.
had a lot of success.
That's Spartans. They're not the Bearcats.
Yeah, is it the
Is it
Spartans?
Spartans.
Because the website said Bearcats.
Well, that's the wrong Bainbridge. I saw that too.
Did you?
It's in Georgia, I believe.
Is it like Shelton, Connecticut?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
The Gales?
The Gales, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
We'll get it right. Hey,
Yeah, we'll get it.
we're dusting off our eyes too, I guess.
Yeah, we are. Well, we're trying. I mean, we were looking at a website.
Well, yeah, that's true. I know how I can get Eric into this, but I got to find a piece of a tool, which I don't think I have with me right at the moment.
Right now, we've had the Spartans have 3 first downs. The Highclimbers have 2. And most of the yards gained by Shelton have been on the ground.
Looks like the Highclimbers will take over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Spartan 28-yard
Okay, I'm really confused about what's going on, so that's going to go over on downs there.
Well, did they understand what down it was?
I don't know.
I mean, the team.
Well, so the Highclimbers will take over 1st and 10 on the Bainbridge 28. Empty backfield, little pitch, a double pitch, and the ball is free. Uh-oh, look out. All the way back in near midfield are the Highclimbers jumping on that one. They're trying to some razzle-dazzle. It kind of went a little awry. That's a big loss.
Spartan 47-yard line. It'll be 2nd down in a bunch for the Highclimbers.
All right. So we're going to go back again out of the gun. It's going to throw over the far side and catching it and breaking some tackles out there.
It's number 11.
Number 11. I thought it was a 10. That is Estefan Carrada.
That pass is complete.
Yeah.
Too many things to worry about
That
here,
pass
folks.
to Chirkoff complete. Got a few yards back.
10-yard gain on that.
So it's 3rd down. Back to pass again. This time now we skipped that one a little low. Christian Lopez with a nice stop there, unfortunately. It hit the turf first.
Pass intended for Lopez
Wrong.
was a little low. That brings up 4th down for the Highclimbers. They are on the Spartan 39-yard line.
I'd like to correct myself. You were correct on that last catch. It was number 10.
Was it 10?
Yes, it was.
Okay, well, I don't have a 10 on my list.
But I don't have a 10.
And we do have a timeout on the field. That'll give me a moment to thank some of our sponsors here. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate in Shelton, proud to be supporters of the Highclimber football. They're committed to Shelton and Mason County, or their commitment, I should say, is unmatched. If you know anybody that needs to sell or buy real estate, reach out to the Conklin team. They'll be honored to help. When it comes to real estate, there is no substitute for local knowledge. Also, the Shelton YMCA, the Shelton Family YMCA, it opens March 1st, just over the trees from here. Memberships are available. And did you know financial assistance is also available for all memberships and programs? Shelton Family YMCA is also hiring. Need a job there, Eric? No. Yeah, he's got a job. Membership and hiring information is available at sheltonfamilyymca.org. You can find a link to that on masonwebtv.com. All you have to do is find one of the 2 Shelton Family YMCA ads and click on that here on masonwebtv.com. As I'm still trying to get Eric into the broadcast, trying to reach for a tool that's in the bottom of my bag here. And I might have it. Oh. Yeah. We got to fix Jerry's mic too.
You can't hear me, I think.
Well, we can't hear you, yeah, but it's
not muffled.
All right, so here we go again. It's fourth down? It's 4th down. Yeah, 4th down. Okay.
That's timeout, Highclimbers.
Okay, so we have another timeout. That'll give us a moment here. All right. Maybe we'll bring in Eric here eventually. He is here. Gene, if you were wondering, he is here. There he is. There's his voice. All right. Well, Good to see you, Eric.
Yeah, well, I had a little accident before I came, so.
Oh, no, what happened?
Well, I was putting a battery in and I cut my hand. And
Oh. It's not on that Mercedes, is it?
yeah. It's in the trunk, and so it's very deep. And with these blood thinners, I just bled and bled and bled.
All right.
Oh.
She's going to come home and see a pile of blood on the snow and go,
Uh-oh.
Well, you're here.
I'm here.
Did you? And we're glad to have you.
And I didn't get lost.
And you didn't get lost. That's good. Just talking about it in the pregame, it has been a year since I've done any sort of, more than a year and a day, actually.
It's been a long year, too, hasn't it?
It has.
One of the most bizarre years I've ever had in my life.
And it's very odd to sit here in an empty
I know.
stadium.
I looked up here and I'm like, what the heck?
Well, we're here.
All three of us.
A little low line drive punt. It's taken,
Oh, nice tackle.
what was that, about the 15?
22, 23.
Okay, from the, okay, 22.
Yeah, it was about a 15-yard punt.
Yeah, it looks like number 2, Jack Milkey seems to be the workhorse for the Spartans. First and 10 from their own 22. Eric, I have a roster for you here if you need it. I'll try to dig it out here.
Now, do we play again Friday night? Is that correct?
Saturday.
Saturday, okay. Where's that at?
Here.
Right here.
Okay.
Man in motion again. Back to pass. And a throw over the middle. Whew. You know what? That is
we got a flag.
Great catch, however. That ball was behind Milkey.
That's going to be holding on these guys.
That was Tiller and Speaks there on the coverage as that pass.
Here's Shelton. Could you pass that along?
There you go.
Thank you.
And we're trying to get everybody organized. And this is what we have for Bainbridge. Not much.
It's not a.
How come you guys didn't get the heated booth?
So, unfortunately, that completion was negated by another penalty.
We haven't even been out of the first quarter here. That was a hold on the Spartans. Boy.
Is Bainbridge a 2A or 1A?
They're actually 3A.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the roster size. It's not
That's
very big.
not even close to what is out there on that sideline.
That's why I thought it was 1. Wow.
Yeah,
See a lot of numbers.
Yeah, I started counting them during the national anthem, and by the time I got to the number that's on that sheet, there were still half as many more.
Huh.
So, yeah.
So this is gotcha.
But that's what they provided to us, and that's what we're going to have to go with, and we apologize. Everybody's still trying to get used to all this. Ooh, nice avoidance there, and trying to find some space is Todd. Gets up to the 15, weaving around, avoiding some tackles.
That was Armstrong getting in the backfield, running him upfield to Zach Speaks.
So we got a second down and
Brings up
15.
A second down for the Spartans.
It's like more like 17 to me, guys, but we'll go with what's on the board. We'll trust Paul. A little pitch. And a good tackle there by Donovan Woodricker.
Breen takes that pitch from Todd.
To Cal Green on the carry, I believe.
Looked like Trayton Younger on the tackle for the Highclimbers.
Gain of about 5.
That'll be up to 3rd and 7 for the Spartans.
So again, Todd will go out of, well, it looks like a pistol this time. Bring at the end of the line to his left. Man in motion is Milkey. Little fake out that one, a dump off to the screen. Oh, nice move there. And getting to the 30, maybe 31. Is it going to be Milkey again on the
Yes,
catch?
it was.
Looked like Bradley Tiller on the tackle for the Highclimbers.
Gain of 6 on the play.
And the first quarter is about ready to expire here, guys.
4th down for the Spartans.
And that will be the end of the first quarter. No score after
and that's
one.
The end of the first quarter here at Jack Stark Field.
And we'll switch ends.
We're all knotted up at 0-0 so far. It's been quite a battle and quite an opener for this football season.
Well, Eric, you're the expert down there at the end. What do you think so far from the few plays you've seen?
For this time of year, this is what I expected. It's pretty sloppy.
But it's cold.
It's cold. No one's used to playing this time of year. It just seems wrong. And it takes a while to get those jitters out. I mean, these guys have been ready for this for how long now?
At least 6 months, I would think, maybe more like a year.
As a coach, you've got to do the grades and the morale and all the stuff to keep them high and keep them on the team, and that's no easy task.
And the interesting thing is they have 64 players on the roster, and 15 of those are seniors. And we also include some freshmen on this team. Now, it'll be interesting to see how many see the JV game. I'm sure they'll have plenty of players.
So will we be fielding a freshman team this year?
Good question. I don't know.
I guess nobody, yeah.
Yeah, everything is just all do what you can, I think, at this point. And I couldn't tell you.
I think the three of us could have gone and played.
I would love to play.
All right. Well, it is Spartan ball. Start the second quarter, 4th and a couple.
See if their quarterback calls out of this.
Inside handoff, and no go there.
Away. Good stunt.
Yeah.
Tackle was made by number 70. Let's see.
Shane Chamberlain.
Yeah, Shane Chamberlain.
Number 75 is. We're going to find out. Great stop by the gentleman on that play.
Also in on the tackle was number 75, but we don't have a name for that one.
No, I don't have a 75 on that either. You could guess it was 74.
Or 76.
76. I don't know. Well, it's all the beginning of everything here. So the Climbers will take over on the Bainbridge 31.
I think punting is no longer part of this game.
We have one punt.
And I saw.
And another timeout.
We're trying
here.
to figure that out too.
I haven't,
All right.
It's a game of real estate.
Well, that's, I think, the third situation tonight where we thought they were going to punt.
Well, this one down here, I'm still trying to figure that one out.
Yeah.
Well, we do have a timeout on the field. Another entity that's helping us out with these broadcasts, Mason Health. Skip the wait at Mason Health does their walk-in clinic. Conveniently reserve your appointment through the Mason General website. That's masongeneral.com/clinics/WIC. You can find a link on masonwebtv.com. Just look for the skip the wait ad in the upper left-hand corner. Ready to go are the Highclimbers after the timeout with 1st and 10 on the 41 of Bainbridge. Handoff. Boy, he's bowling over somebody there. Who was it? That
Number 20.
Number 20?
Gavin
20.
Gould.
It was 2026, I thought.
That's
old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's his first carry of the night.
Gavin's more finesse and Josiah's more power, it seems. And Eric would know more than I would.
No, Gavin's a heck of a runner. He's got those spin moves.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Dancing around the backfield, Mendiola Lopez lowers his shoulder, bangs some bodies trying to push forward.
We'll see where his forward progress is.
Might have got one.
Mendiola Lopez with the keeper. Tackle by
and we have a downed Bainbridge player.
The Spartans.
Looks like it's Connor Costello. Hopefully it's just
we'll take
early.
An injury timeout here.
Somebody's alarm's going off. That's not me, is it?
Gain of 1 on the play.
Mendiola Lopez had a gain of about 1 on that, so it'll be 3rd down and 6 to go for the Highclimbers.
You know, if that wind would stop, it'd be very comfortable.
Yeah, that wind is a brisk wind.
Lopez was in on the carry there.
So 3rd down and 6 coming up. Ball's at the 27.
It was 7 degrees in Dallas yesterday, so I'll take what we have.
Yeah, me too. And another designed run. Mendiola Lopez.
Did he get it? No.
Stopped a little short. Maybe a yard or 2.
Lopez with the keeper. Milky on the stop for the Spartans.
Okay, Milky on the stop. Number 2, doing it all.
Just shy of that 1st down. Looks like there's a yard
4th
to go.
and
It'll
1
bring up
here.
4th and 1.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Little hand off.
You guys can get it. There it is.
Yeah, that was like,
down.
was that Gould on the...
Big 1st down run there for the Highclimbers by Gavin Gould as he heads
Gould
up
with the
the
carry
center.
up the right side.
That is the 3rd
Gain of about
1st
3
down
yards, and that'll
for the
move ball to
Highclimbers.
the Spartan
1st and 10 at the 17. Another handoff. Patiently picking his way is Gavin Gould. Out to the 13.
So a gain of 4 on the play by Gavin Gould.
That's Gould taking the ball up over the right-hand side.
What have you thought so far of the option that they're running?
Copeland on the tackle for the
It's just going
Spartans.
to take some time to get the timing down.